Goals versus systems. Most people don't lose their way in life because they aim too low. They lose their way because they aimed at the wrong thing. They set goals, get motivated, feel inspired for a while, and then slowly drift back to old patterns. Nothing dramatic happens. No major failure. Just a quiet return to the same habits, the same routines, the same results. Over time, frustration sets in. You wonder why effort didn't translate into change. The truth is uncomfortable. Goals don't shape lives nearly as much as daily systems do. This is why so many people feel stuck even though they have clear goals. They know what they want, but their lives don't move in that direction. Not because they lack ambition, but because ambition alone doesn't create momentum. What shapes outcomes is not what you hope for, but what you repeatedly do. This idea is explained powerfully in Atomic Habits by James Clear. Unlike many personal development books that emphasize motivation or big breakthroughs, Atomic Habits focuses on systems, identity, and consistency. James Clear makes a simple but transformative distinction. Goals are about results, but systems are about processes. Goals define where you want to go. Systems determine whether you actually get there. Goals are often exciting. They give direction. They create temporary motivation. But goals have a hidden weakness. Once you reach them, momentum disappears. And if you don't reach them, discouragement sets in. Either way, goals alone are fragile. Systems, on the other hand, work every day. They don't depend on emotion. They don't require inspiration. They quietly shape behavior over time. James Clear captures this with a powerful idea. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. This explains why two people can have the same goal and end up in completely different places. One person builds a system that supports progress. The other relies on motivation and hope. Over time, systems win. Small habits are the building blocks of systems, and habits compound. A single habit doesn't look impressive. Reading one page feels insignificant. Exercising for 10 minutes feels too small to matter. Saving a small amount feels pointless. Because the change is subtle, people assume nothing is happening. But habits work like compound interest. The real power shows up later. This is where goals often mislead people. Goals make you focus on the outcome, not the process. Systems force you to focus on the daily actions that create the outcome. If your goal is to get fit, but your system doesn't include regular movement, the goal will fail. If your goal is financial freedom, but your system doesn't include tracking, spending, or saving consistently, the goal will remain a dream. Consider fitness. Many people set a goal to lose weight. They get motivated, work hard for a few weeks, and then stop when results slow down. The problem wasn't the goal. The problem was the lack of a sustainable system. A person with a simple system walking daily, preparing meals, sleeping consistently may see slower results at first, but over time, the system compounds. To outsiders, the transformation looks sudden. In reality, it was gradual. The same applies to learning. Someone may set a goal to become knowledgeable or skilled, but without a system for daily learning, the goal doesn't translate into growth. Another person may read just a few pages daily. It looks unimpressive, but over months and years, the system produces depth, clarity, and confidence. Systems turn small actions into inevitable outcomes. This is where identity becomes critical. Habits are not just actions, they are votes for identity. Every time you follow a system, you reinforce a belief about who you are. When you read daily, even briefly, you reinforce the identity of a reader. When you show up consistently, you reinforce the identity of someone disciplined. Identity grows from evidence, not intention. James Clear explains that every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Goals focus on what you want to achieve. Systems focus on who you are becoming. This is why systems are more powerful than goals. Systems shape identity. Identity sustains behavior. Goals can inspire identity temporarily. Systems make identity permanent. When your system supports the person you want to become, behavior stops feeling like a struggle. You don't force yourself to act. You act because it aligns with who you believe you are. Another weakness of goals is that they create an all-or-nothing mindset. Either you hit the goal or you fail. Systems eliminate this trap. With a system, every day you show up is a win. Progress becomes something you practice, not something you wait for. James Clear also explains that habits are delayed return behaviors. The effort happens now, the reward comes later. This delay makes systems feel unrewarding at first. Goals promise fast gratification. Systems require patience, but systems protect you when motivation fades and results are invisible. This is why people who rely on goals often quit in the early stages. They don't see immediate progress and assume nothing is working. In reality, the system is working exactly as designed. The results simply haven't surfaced yet. Environment plays a huge role in whether systems succeed. Goals live in your head. Systems live in your environment. If your environment makes good habits difficult and bad habits easy, no goal will save you. James Clear emphasizes that changing behavior is easier when you change your surroundings. Systems thrive when the environment supports them. Think about productivity. A goal to be focused means little if distractions are always within reach. A system that limits distractions, schedules deep work, and protects attention produces results naturally. The system does the heavy lifting. Now let's bring this into practical application. If goals alone are fragile, what should you do instead? Keep your goals, but shift your focus to systems. Choose one small system aligned with the person you want to become. Not a dramatic overhaul, a repeatable daily action. If you want to become a reader, create a system of reading 1 page a day. If you want to become disciplined, create a system of showing up for 5 minutes daily. If you want to become financially intentional, create a system of tracking 1 expense each day. These systems feel small, but they are powerful because they generate evidence. Evidence builds identity. Identity sustains consistency. The key is to design systems you can maintain even on low motivation days. Systems should reduce reliance on willpower. They should make the right action easier than the wrong one. Before we conclude, pause and reflect on this question honestly. What goal have you been chasing without building a system to support it? That gap may explain why progress feels inconsistent. If this message is helping you rethink growth and success, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to the channel if you want thoughtful growth content every day. Small actions matter here too. Real change doesn't come from aiming harder. It comes from designing better systems. Goals point the direction. Systems determine the destination. When you focus on systems, progress becomes inevitable, even if it's slow. So once again, if you value calm, practical insights that help you grow intentionally, like this video, share it, and subscribe to 1% Better Daily so you don't miss the next lesson. This is 1% Better Daily. Read less, apply more, grow daily.